Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Pastor Cullen, joining you again for another of our daily devotionals where we seek to invigorate your faith so that we can all, as the people of God, better live, love, and act like Jesus. And all week we've been practicing the listening prayer, listening to the voice of the Lord and the power and the strength and the comfort and the mercy that it offers. And we're going to keep going this morning with Psalm 29, verse 10. I want you to see this. It says, the Lord sits enthroned over the flood. The Lord sits enthroned as King forever. Once again, the flood is this imagery of fear and purification, right? It's fear and cleansing. But the piece that I want you to see is enthroned is kingdom language. He sits upon the throne and he is king forever. And the piece that I think is difficult for us, especially as Americans, is we don't have a kingdom. We don't have a king. And so this idea of kingship or kingdom is a bit hard for us to envision. But especially because our history books tell us that we spent a great amount of time taking and getting away from kingdoms. But what I want you to understand is earthly kingdoms don't represent the heavenly king. The heavenly king is a good king. And as Christians, we are here to help usher in and be a part of the kingdom of God. God is our king, and that means we are his servants. Oftentimes in the New Testament, we hear people call Jesus Lord or master. Well, that's slave language. That's servanthood language. I am your servant, you are my master. And so, this is a beautiful picture. We have a good king who we want to serve. Not that we have to, but we want to serve. We've pledged our allegiance to him because he's a good king. And he rules the kingdom of God. And so, as we practice listening today, I want you to reflect on this, that God is king. King over the world, king over my life, king over the church, king over everything. He's enthroned. And begin listening to, God, what does that mean for me as a servant of you? What do you want me to do? What is it that you are asking of me to do as a servant of you, the good king? Because there's something, I promise you have a part to play in the kingdom of God. And so you need to spend some time listening and seeking the Lord for what part do I have to play in this that's bigger than going to church? What part do I have to play in this as a servant of the king who made me and loves me and has a plan for me? Take some time, reflect on that, hear the voice of the Lord, and join me again tomorrow for our final day of listening prayer.